And we are live.
All right, great. Well, I believe where we last left off, the party was continuing along their trek following a magic compass, magic tattoo thing that was on Ramona's arm. And there was a stampede of wild animals, followed by fleeing demons, followed by a giant metal worm thing.
Giant hell construct thing.
Yeah. That was immediately banished by Kato, and then the party set to work taking care of demons that didn't really have a chance to like do anything themselves. It was just like their innate stank that was hurting the party. And then a bunch of devils showed up, and thanks to the good old language barrier, started a fight with them. And in the process, a fire was started. And as the party was trying to deal with the fire, the giant worm thing came back as Kato had to drop concentration on it to turn into a big animal to help put out the fire. Dinosaur.
Sorry. Jesus. It's been a week.
I didn't say it was you.
I started the fire.
I said a fire started. I didn't say Zara set the forest on fire. Jesus.
Okay, now you did.
Yes, because you pushed me. Anyway, the party defeated the giant mech worm thing, and I believe that's where we were picking up. I don't know if you guys had left yet. I don't remember.
I think we were starting to like go in the direction of west.
All right.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Go into the direction of where we were previously going for like the last 3 days.
Okay. Perfect. Well, the party will travel on for a couple hours before it gets about time to start getting ready to set up for the night. So, what are the watches being taken?
Are we going to be adventurous today, or
I mean, I figured I was just gonna stick to my usual like off, then on, and then off.
I will be on first.
I mean, I'll go
Who's on
wherever.
second?
I don't know who's on third.
There we
Damn
go.
it. Amity would rather take last just so she makes sure she can sleep.
I'll go first.
I'll take last with Amity.
Cool.
Oh. Lost
Looks
my
like I'm
partner.
on second.
And nomads in a tree.
Zaris and Zephyr on second watch.
Rowan and Ramona on number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. And as the sun sets below the tree line, Kato disappears out into the night.
There you go.
Visible relief.
Still nothing. Okay.
I almost forgot about that until she said something.
Ramona never forgets.
How could you possibly forget?
All right. Well, I need perception checks from Ramona, Rowan, disadvantage on for Zephyr.
Yep.
And then whatever Nomad's doing.
Okay. Average.
Was prepared.
Helps if I open the character sheet.
Probably.
Oof.
Technically, you're the DM. Well, you could just say whatever result and go with it.
Nope, that's not how this works.
Oh, yeah, I forgot y'all don't rule like that.
Not unless it's something that I'm like, yeah, you know what? There's no way he could miss this.
Yeah. Like Kato.
Of course.
Some things go over Kato's head.
Very few things.
Mostly branches.
I mean, he's a monk, so it's hard to miss.
It's only when he doesn't have a reaction. Oh, fun. My roll 20 is crashing. Well.
Oh,
Insert Guardian of the Galaxy's joke here.
Hooray!
Oh, wait. We're fine. Okay.
okay.
So,
Martial art.
luckily, there wasn't anything happening during your watch anyway. So, any convo on first watch?
Oh, I regret taking
Yeah.
first watch to think of things to say.
Any soap opera for me to enjoy?
Oh, I know. Hey, Rowan.
Oh boy.
I drew a picture. It's of Catosaurus Rex with little Rowan sitting on the head.
Oh my god. I was muted. Nice.
And I was
Nice.
like, okay, just don't respond. That's fine.
I was like speaking the whole time. Can I keep this?
Oh, you want to keep? I mean, okay. Rip it out of my book.
Fold it up into a little piece of paper. Boop.
So has anything since?
Ow! Fuck.
Paper
She,
cut?
like, trips on a branch.
More like a paper cut.
It was like moving my legs on like my chair, and one of my feet kind of like slid out from under me and just whacked into my leg. My shin hit my desk. Ah!
Oof.
Ow. Okay, I'm okay. We're good. Continue. Sorry.
Oh, I asked. So advice from other people. Has anything happened? You know what you're gonna do? What's gonna happen?
I think I'm more confused now than when I started.
Oh,
To be honest.
well, that's boring.
I know everybody was very unhelpful, so thanks for that.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Ah!
Hey,
Oh man.
did you ask Nomad for advice?
Hey, cousin. Question for you. You've been around a while, yeah?
That depends which way you look at it.
I mean, you've been around both directions in time. I don't really know how to explain this, but
Keep trying.
you've existed for a while.
No, I'm curious. Keep going.
You've, been around the proverbial forest a couple times. I don't know.
Okay.
That's
No,
kind of all I got.
Yeah, you're grasping at straws now.
Okay, well, anyway, so you've lived, yeah?
Once or twice.
Oh, okay, well, there you go. I see. Have you ever,
I don't know.
I sure looks at Ramona like, help me.
I give a thumbs up. You're doing great.
Has there ever been somebody around that you were like, this person's different from other people?
Yeah, actually, there's been a few people that I thought were different.
Oh, okay. Like how?
Well, that
Were they like
depends.
important to you?
I mean, I guess.
What do you mean? You guess? That's a yes or a no?
I'm mostly trying to decipher which meaning of the word different you're trying to go for.
She's got a crush.
Yes, I'm human. That's obvious.
Ro just like throws a stick at Ramona.
I am enjoying every second of this.
Throws her cloak over fucking Zephyr.
Because I can't see it, I still can't hear.
I know. I don't care.
You know he can still hear us, right? Even with
Yeah, I know that. It's just for anyways. So yeah, so if you understand so much, then explain.
Explain what?
What do you do about it?
About weird people or about him?
Wait, now who are we talking about? About Zephyr or about like?
Well, that was the topic. What are you asking?
Oh my! She sort of like rubs her temples. Like, why is this
We've
so?
transitioned topics now.
I don't care about Zephyr. Well, I mean, like, okay, well, not like, oh my god, okay.
He can hear you.
Yeah, I know he can hear me. I'm not trying to be mean. I wasn't talking about him originally, is what I mean.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So, like, back to, like, the important, different people that were in your life.
Right.
Uh-huh, yeah, so, like, how did that make you feel?
About the important people in my life?
Yeah.
Well, as far as I know, they were important to me.
Okay. But was there ever, like, one person in particular that was, like, I don't know, you just felt something different towards them?
An edgy person.
Like Ramona. She's that friend in high school.
No?
Exclamation question mark?
So, like, this is hopeless. Ramona, this is hopeless. I give up.
I think
It
you're
helps
just
if
beating
you-
around the bush too much. Don't give up.
Use your words.
You can do it.
I got no, I don't have anything. I have no words. I'm just so confused.
She's got a crush on Kato.
Oh my god, don't say it so loud. Inside the bubble voice, user. Inside the bubble voice.
Just picturing now everybody's just like chuckling in their sleep.
Not
guys-
the in.
Is there any
The outside the
information
bubble voice.
that I didn't already know?
Huh? What? What?
Yeah, but now she's heard it said out loud, so now you can, like, react and act on it,
Oh,
right?
that will help her use her words. Okay, I get it.
Fuck.
I'm playing along. Okay.
Dying.
Good.
Rowan just takes her cloak back off of Zephyr and then puts it over her own head. She's like,
Oh, buddy, don't do that.
I'll just
You
be here if you
know
need me.
what? I'll take the cloak off your head. You know, you've talked to all of us about it,
No,
but
I
there's
know where
one
this is. I
person
know where this is going, Ramona. No.
that you should be talking to about it. That
Like a
would
flash of
probably
just like
actually help.
there's like some agreement behind the eyes.
Would it help if I silenced him?
Silence too.
Make it so he can't hear us?
Wait. So who can't hear us? I'm confused now.
The construct.
I'm a person, you asshole.
You are not. Hush. I mean, I'm confused. Why do I not want him to hear?
I don't know. I figured it'd put your mind at ease.
He's literally heard every single conversation I've had with every other person in this bubble since I started talking to everyone. So honestly, the only person who basically knows everything I've ever said is the construct. You know, and actually, I don't even think he really isn't. He not a construct? Isn't he like?
I don't know.
Don't think he's like actually a construct, or maybe he's like part construct. But
I have no
He's made
idea.
from wood and metal. That's
He's constructed from wood and metal.
yeah.
I don't know. We've fought things that are made up of like metal and stuff, and they weren't exactly like him. So,
They were still constructs.
well, yeah, but I don't think he's like. If he is a construct, he's not like full construct. So should just maybe not call him that.
Rowan, I have another idea.
Oh God, what's this one?
You could try writing down your feelings. I'll rip
It
another
helps,
page out of my book.
No, I'm just picturing like, do you like me? Yes, check yes or no.
Check yes or yes.
It just says, you like me, right?
That'll let us know.
I mean, I guess maybe I'll try.
Either that or you should talk to him because I might. Okay, good night.
Oh my gosh, you sort of like, okay, don't hit her, you might kill her. Don't hit her, you might kill her. Don't hit her, you might kill her. Takes the piece of paper and just sort of like stares at the blank page.
Well, you've got a few hours. When you think of it, let me know.
You didn't really help at all. You know that, right? Like, did you know what we were talking about? Like, you got nothing at all?
I'm waiting for you to ask me.
I did ask you. I asked you multiple times, and then you just started like tangenting off on random shit. I asked you, like, have you ever had somebody in your life that was like important and special and different, and like, what do you do? And you didn't give me an answer. So,
Well, what do you usually do with people that are important to you?
I don't know. I've never really had very many important people in my life, and they didn't. I didn't. This is not the same feelings. No matter.
What about the people that are around you? Aren't they important to you?
Again, not the same feelings. Not mad.
So you're not asking me if people are important to you. You're asking
That's not
me
what
if
I'm
I owe them
asking.
love.
I guess.
No.
Well, then what use are you?
I'm gonna be honest, that no is like very dark.
I can explain to you stories from people that have lost loved ones, or I've been around people that have been in love before.
Well,
As
that's
you
more
said
than any of
yourself,
these guys
I've
gave.
been wandering quite a while. Let me tell you a story.
I can't Rowan just
Okay.
essentially has to stare up into the sky to like.
I like how
Like,
Nomad's
so
pulling
man,
the
can you not
dad
just
thing
like,
where
can
it's
you
like,
not
I'm
just
gonna
like
tell
come
you a
down?
story.
This is gonna hurt my neck.
He drops out of the tree, just sits on the ground.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm not the only one who was thinking it then, Mike.
Okay. Let me tell you a story about a friend of mine that I meet in the future.
Okay.
I won't give you any names, because
Sure.
you might live long enough to meet her.
Huh.
That's a pretty big might, though.
Well, thanks.
You're reckless. It happens.
I.
Then again, so is she, but more so. So, during one of my travels, I met this. Well, it won't be nice. This person, and she was. I don't know if in love is the proper thing to say, but she shared feelings with this other individual. And I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty awkward to be around, uh, especially for uh, her companions. But you know, it always came back to those emotions being present, even when they were at each other's throats. But you could tell there was something special there. You know, she's kind of a pain in the ass, but you know, she meant well most of the time when she wasn't punching people or stealing wine or blowing things up.
Thank you so much, Josh.
But even then, with that relationship, that's the word I'm looking for. With that relationship, she still had the
Literally crying.
camaraderie with most of her traveling band, at least the ones she wasn't actively trying to blow up or kill. And does that answer your question?
You kind of just gave me a description of a person. You didn't really tell me anything about love.
Well,
It's almost as if
it's
you needed
supposed to
get
be a
paid.
takeaway.
Oh. So what if I took away nothing?
Then you're not learning.
Well, yeah, that's why I'm just asking you that I didn't understand.
All right. Give me the piece of paper.
Okay. Gives him the paper.
And he writes a little note on it. and puts it in Ramona's pocket.
What's that?
You can ask her for that when you've learned the lesson. And he climbs back in the tree.
But I don't even understand what lesson I'm supposed to learn. How did I possibly make this? How did this possibly make me more confused? I just okay. Wake up next watch. Just like literally, it's just like what the fuck.
Everyone from Monday has just gotten a large laugh out of that.
Yep.
Fucking hate you. So
You hate him. That was brilliant.
Yes,
as
that
I heard
was.
the word feelings, I was like, this son of a bitch used the exact same line from Monday. Like, what the hell? For the
This is
beginning
incredible.
there, it was shaky, and I was like, is he really going down the path? And then he's just one word, and I was like, damn it!
It felt more like he needed to vent and less like he wanted to teach.
Oh god. Alright.
Okay. Yeah, so you wake up, Xeris, and tell
I just-
Zephyr to come back on.
I literally just probably like walk over a few inches and sit in a different spot.
There's my first half of this watch.
Yep.
That was interesting.
What?
I don't want to talk about
I'll give you the small details later, Zeus.
Okay.
Basically, I asked you, or I asked Nomad, like, the same kind of questions that I asked you, and, well, I'm just, no help, okay? Just no help.
I thought I was very helpful.
No one asked you, Nomad.
You did.
Not right now!
She wants to know what love is.
I want you to show me. Sorry.
We have derailed this
Damn you,
campaign so far.
Pavlov!
Sorry,
Don't
what'd you
feel
say?
bad. I actually don't quite know what love is either, so.
I mean,
If I told you guys a story,
Oh my
would you
god.
be able
I don't think I need to hear it again.
Story time with Nomad!
Yeah, I was gonna say this whole night is just
Just the
story
entire
time.
session. That's all the session is.
No, it's just that uncle.
Alright.
what story is it now?
the same one.
Yeah, I figured.
So really, you're just telling Xeris.
Yeah.
For a second, I thought that was Kato returned.
I mean, during this watch, if nothing happens, I'm going to do a ritual cast of commune with nature.
Actually, instead of saying the same story, he's going to tell a story of a boy and a sword.
Fuck you!
Wow.
Oh man!
For those that don't know, this is all
I don't know
reference to
this.
the Monday game, and Josh is
Although I
just
am
pulling stuff
slightly
left and right,
interested in what,
and it's hilarious.
although I am slightly interested in what Nomad's opinion of Garrus is.
about
I'm
to
slightly,
say the story.
I'm actually slightly interested in what he says.
Well, you're not gonna hear it. Because right around the time where Nomad starts telling his story about a boy and a sword, you hear a sound that sounds like music. Specifically, Rowan and Nomad hear it. And so, like, the reason it stops is because, like, Nomad hears it, so he stops telling the story, like, what the fuck's that?
Do we like see anything from the direction it's coming from?
No, you can't quite tell what direction it's coming from, but you can tell that it is far away.
It's weird. Nobody plays music in the forest.
So you don't do that?
Music.
What
Why would
kind
you
of
alert
music is it?
anybody to your presence?
Is it like ominous music or like happy music?
Like, how much fantasy are we talking here, like, on level of music?
It sounds like a jaunty tune.
Okay, so, like, your typical, like
Something
Skyrim
you
pub
would
music.
like something you would expect to hear in a tavern.
Your Skyrim pub music.
Yeah, kinda.
Um. So, and we can't tell where it's coming from. It just sounds like it's coming from everywhere.
It's not coming from everywhere. It just it just seems to drift on the air, which gives it the illusion that you can't really tell what direction it's coming from.
Huh.
I'm gonna just do that as a ritual.
All right. So while you cast that for 11 minutes, what are the rest of you doing?
Just gonna keep an eye out for stuff in the woods.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same. Trying to listen, see if it gets louder or if I can actually even hear it.
Mm-hmm. And the usual first 3 bullet points.
The usual first 3. I only see 3 bullet points. Oh, wait, no, never mind.
Yeah, there's a 4th there. It's just
The
don't really need to
buildings,
know it.
yeah, buildings kind of looked like it was just carried over from the prior one. Got it.
Mhm.
Okay, so basically everything on here except for buildings. All right. What's the range on this? 3 miles. Okay.
Yep.
Well, you sense a river to the north. Kind of feels like kind of a bigger river. And then you also sense the influence of other planes of existence, although it doesn't specify what, so you don't get that information.
Okay, so I just within the 3 miles, whole lot of stuff happening involving other planes.
Not a whole lot. You only sense one.
Okay. So animals, peoples, that's just nothing there.
What's the part about the animals?
Terrains, bodies of water, prevalent plants, minerals, animals, or peoples. I don't know why they.
Oh, I mean, I would say you kind of sense like animals moving in the direction where you feel the planar influence.
Weird. Okay. If that's all I get, I'll tell the party that information. Or people currently on watch with me.
All right. Then the rest of the party that is conscious hears that information as well. Anything you would like to do?
I guess if nothing weird happens, I'll just kind of go into my trance.
All right.
Like, okay, good luck.
I'd say after about an hour, before you go into your trance, after about an hour, the music shifts and it's no longer the jaunty tune. It's more of a kind of whimsical tune with just a tinge of sadness to it.
Is this something only Nomad and Rowan can hear at this point?
I would say because they've pointed it out to you and you guys rolled decent checks yourselves, if you strain your ears, you can start to hear the music yourselves.
That's not creeping you out at all, Zaris?
I mean, it's normal, but I mean, not for the woods. So I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the jaunty music was normal. This new sad, whimsical music you've never heard before. This is something new. Almost alien.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know.
That's strange. As far as I know, forests are not supposed to be, emanating music.
Should we go, like, check it out or something?
Aren't you in trance?
Did I go? No,
No,
you said it was like
this
before.
is before you go into
Mhm.
your trance.
I mean, if you want, we can go check.
I mean, I can jump around pretty fast when it's dark, so. And I can see really far.
Do we
Probably
really
be-
want to risk one of us, though?
I feel bad sending the familiars all the time.
Yeah, but I mean, no offense to them, but they're a little bit more disposable than us. Like I said, no offense to them, but
I mean, if you wait long enough, Kato will deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, Nomad, as you have that thought, you have another thought that you're like, this is happening for a while. I wonder why Kato hasn't dealt with it.
Maybe it is Kato.
In which case, we have nothing to worry about.
I'm worried, Nomad. This is.
If you're that worried, we can just go within a distance to see it, and then pop back real quick.
well, it might not be a bad idea to wake the others and let them know what's going on, just in case. Since this could be nothing, but it could be something.
I mean. I don't mind. I feel bad waking the others up, but I think maybe that would be.
I think it'd be safer to at least let everybody know what's going on, even if it may be nothing. Yes, no?
I agree. Yeah. Just...
Alright. I'll start waking everybody up gently.
Amity's
Alright.
grumpy.
Yeah.
Sorry to wake you guys. We're hearing weird, odd music outside of the bubble. Not close, but not extremely far, so...
Yeah.
Sounds spooky.
Those who are waking up can roll a perception check with advantage to try and hear the music yourselves.
Ooh.
It would help when my character sheet was loaded.
Yeah,
Mine's
that
just-
would.
Mine's just struggling.
Wow.
I'm going back to sleep.
Oh man, that's sad that the bard can't hear the music.
I know.
Oh my
It's
god.
fine. I don't even have an instrument right now anyway.
Hey, you give me time, I can make you one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to bed too. I think you guys are just having like hallucinations or something.
No, we're definitely not.
Vanya, you
No.
do hear the music.
No, they're right. There's something. There's something. Alright, so what are we gonna do about it?
That's a good question.
Sleep.
Well, you
Yeah,
guys might
sleeping
have
would be
better
No,
ideas
we're
than
gonna-
getting sleep.
Amity, you gotta stay up for a little bit.
Hmm.
Make a plan.
You know, Ramona's talking about, Rowan's talking about going to listen, get closer, see if she can investigate it.
But
I mean,
aren't we safe in the bubble?
Well, yeah, but then
We
eventually
are.
the bubble has to come down, and then we could be surrounded by things. This kind of ends up happening a lot. Just saying.
No, investigating might be the better idea.
You know that misclick?
Jesus.
That's a misclick? Jesus.
God damn, man. I look at the roll 20, I just see a wall of text. I'm like, ah!
Yeah. No, that please.
It's not a misclick, it's a misstory.
Boo.
Oh no, I can't even see it. Oh, my roll 20 says it's disconnected. Perfect.
Ah,
Yeah.
anyway.
Hmm.
Well, Rowan, if you want to go check it out, if we sent Thorn with you,
I feel
we could at
bad
least
that
relay messages. Well, if you wanted to, I was thinking of just sending him
Oh,
with you.
okay. Oh, well then, yeah, that works.
At least we could relay messages if something is wrong. As long
It would
as
be a one-way message.
I can speak through him. I have voice of the chain master.
Right, I keep forgetting that you're also a
Wow, Mike.
It's
I can do
rare, okay? Not
you're
many
right.
people take
What
Pact of the
episode is
Chain.
this?
Nope, because I'm cool.
It's the best pact. Let's be real.
No, it's not. It's really not.
Yeah.
But it's saved my butt multiple times now, so
Oh.
maybe it is.
Can I now tell where the music is kind of coming from? Ish, if I try.
Oh no.
Like,
As you guys are kind of like having this conversation, Ramona
No!
falls asleep. That's what I'm going with because her internet just crapped out.
she's tired. It's okay. Just leave her be.
Sorry, what was your question?
if I like focus, can I tell which direction the music's coming from?
Not from inside the bubble.
Well, all right, Thorn, let's do this.
I like just the zoom in on Thorn on the picture.
So cute though. Look at that little face.
It's
Look
what
at
I
it.
did for his token. Just a good little boy.
So cute.
But yeah,
All right.
I'll have him curl up on her shoulder.
All right, cool. So,
When
Rowan, go ahead.
when I shadow step, will Thorn come with me?
Nope.
No,
That's
do his best to follow.
He can fly.
He's got dark vision. It's fine.
Yeah, it's
We'll figure it out.
boop.
But will he be able to keep track of Rowan?
I mean, I won't just be like boop 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 like fucking hop 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 skipping away. I'll wait for him to at least like know where I am.
Yeah, you're not gonna pull a Nightcrawler and just start bamfing across the map.
Exactly.
Well, I don't know if he retains this as a familiar, but technically pseudo dragons have a limited telepathy with anybody, so
But what's the range on that?
100 feet.
Oh, okay. Then
Oh,
yeah,
and I can only shadow step 60 feet.
yeah. Okay, that's enough.
A little
I'll
bit
say
of
that's
teamwork.
enough to keep.
Yay! Okay, so I'm gonna just do 60 feet out in a tree if I can.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm just gonna pick a direction, literally at random, and then see if I can tell more from there where the music's coming from.
Sure. Are you proficient in Arcana?
That's hilarious. No.
Then just make me a Wisdom check.
Oh, that's not too bad. 23.
Okay. Well, technically it's 22 because you don't get that +1 for saving throws.
Oh, right, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Haha.
Yeah, it's fine. But yeah, with a 22, you start heading in a direction, following the music. It's not coming from like a specific direction. Like you find yourself constantly having to like switch directions, kind of going in like a winding pattern. There's a moment where you're not like, crap, how am I gonna get back? And then you're like, I guess maybe between Thorn and Fanya you could probably get back, so you stop worrying about it. And you start making your way through the forest at night. A little groggy because it was getting close to the end of your watch anyway.
Oh, yeah. Ugh.
And after shadow stepping through the trees for like a good 15 minutes, you get to an area where the music seems to be the loudest, and you come to a clearing. In the center of the clearing, you could see a small pool of water that seems to be glowing, and roughly 20 feet away from the water, you see standing there, just staring at it, is Kato.
God damn it!
His back is currently to you, and you can tell that the music is coming from the pool.
Why'd I volunteer for this again?
Because you're the only one that can do it.
I know. Goddamn familiars. I should have sent you on your own. No, I was joking. Poor Thor. I love you.
You still send it the rest of the way.
Just gonna kind of stand there and wait. This is very reminiscent to when we found the wolf and the kid, or at least just the kid. This is identical, literally, except this time it's a pool of water and not a child.
And this time you have Thorn with you.
I do.
You're the chaperone.
Yeah. Thorn, cover your eyes.
Wow. All right.
So yeah, just going to wait and see what he does.
All right. How long are you gonna wait?
I don't know. Why do I always get asked this damn question? Just.
Well, I mean, a minute goes by. 5 minutes go by. 10 minutes go by.
Gonna shadow step next to Kato.
All right, make a wisdom saving throw
Oh, mother fricker.
at advantage.
No, oh, God, thank you. Oh, God. I thank you so much. Oh,
right.
God. Oh, hallelujah.
There's like a beguiling influence to the music as you get closer that makes you want to like go into the water, and thanks to your Fey ancestry, you're able to shake it off. And after shaking it off, you look over at Kato, and he's standing there staring at the water, and you see that there are tears on his face.
Buddy. Kato, are you okay? Hello? Waves her hand in front of his face. Kato?
I'm fine.
You don't look
Just
fine.
he kind of like brings his hand to his face, and his eyes dart away from the pool of water to look at the tears on his hand, and he says, "Oh, I didn't even realize I was crying."
Why were you crying?
It was nothing.
Doesn't really seem like nothing.
It's just a memory. And then he turns and starts walking back towards the forest.
What a memory? Didn't you say you like don't really remember stuff?
He doesn't respond as
I
he starts
just
walking away.
looks between the pool and Kato and just like runs after him like wait. I mean, shouldn't you like I don't know verbalize it out loud so like if you forget I'll remember.
Rowan, how old am I?
I I don't think you ever told us.
I mean, how old do I look?
Oh, like youngish in your like 20s-ish, I think. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not really that great with age since people that I kind of person I am, age the same way as people like you do.
People like I do.
Like not elf people.
What would you say if I told you that I was older than you are?
Well, how old are you?
Before I came to this land? 73.
Oh. That's impressive, I guess. I mean, you look good for 73. Wait, before you came here, so wait, how long have you been here?
I don't know. Roughly 3 months.
Oh, whew, okay. I was worried. I thought you were gonna be like, I've been here for like 30 years, and now over 100. Haha. Sorry. Well, I mean, did you look 73 before you came to this land? And like you changed? Or like you just don't age?
No, I age. But before I came to this land, I looked as I look now. Before then, I was a child. And before then, I was an old man.
I'm sorry, you lost me. You were old, and then a child, and then you now?
Yes.
So you were never born? Or you just don't...
I was born, yes. Before I was an old man, I was a child then, too.
Oh, okay, I
You could
didn't
say I've
know
been a
you,
child
like...
twice.
Oh, okay, I thought it was like some infinite thing where you just like got old and, okay, I understand. Do you know why?
What do you know about the Feywild?
Nothing.
That's a shame.
It sounds nice. Better than
It
Underdark.
can be. It can be a beautiful place. It could also be a horrifying place.
Is that where you're from?
Not originally, but
Is this where this version of you is from?
this version of me?
Like this having, second life version of you.
I mean, I used to be there. You could say that this me here came from there, but that's not where I'm originally from. No.
Oh. Okay. So what's so special about the Feywild?
I spent a lifetime there.
Your other lifetime?
Roughly 50 years.
It's a long time. That's how long I've been around, so yeah, it's a long time. Still doesn't explain though why you're crying. I know you kind of tried to avoid that whole thing, but I still think you should talk about it.
The music. It just brought back memories of my time there. Memories that I didn't forget, just lay dormant. And I guess it just hit me harder than I was expecting.
Memories of your friends?
I had friends in the Feywild, yes.
So
It's
you were...
also where my mother is.
Oh. Wait, your mother is still alive even though you're 73?
Oh. I'm adopted.
Oh, okay, that explains.
She's much older.
Ah, okay. So what's up with the water anyways? Why is it making that sound? And why does it keep wanting me to go into it?
It's a portal to the Feywild.
Wait, really?
Yes. The music. Well, it's meant to entice those to come closer and slip into the Feywild without meaning to.
Why can you not leave the Feywild?
Sorry, what?
Can you not leave the Feywild?
I'm here, aren't I?
Well, I mean, I don't know if the portal tries to pull you in. I just figured it's because, and I don't know, it just wants to suck people in so they can't leave. I'm not sure. I'm sorry, I'm just asking questions. But yeah. Do you want to go back?
Maybe I do.
What's keeping you here?
There's something I have to do before I can go back.
What's that?
I have to help a friend who's in over their head.
Is that where we're all going?
That's where I'm going. It's a path that you all can't follow me down. I have to walk it alone. We're getting close.
Close to the path?
Yeah, when I have to leave.
But why can't we help you? That's what that's not supposed to be the plan? That we all stick together and help each other? I mean, like, why can't we go and help you?
It's a burden I wouldn't wish on anyone.
But you're putting that burden on yourself, so
It's in my nature. And he kind of gives you a sad smile as he says it.
well, there's not many people apparently left in the world, Kato. So you know you have to live. So we're gonna go and help you.
If you come with me, you're going to die.
What about you?
I don't know. I might die, I might not. But I have to at least try.
But you know that we'll die. How do you know?
Because it's something that you've never faced before.
What is it?
Annihilation.
And do you think you can beat Annihilation all on your own?
Oh God, no.
Okay,
But
then.
I think I can stop it from ever happening.
Talking to you and Nomad just really gives me a headache. It's so much time travel.
Huh. Time travel. That could be interesting.
Oh God, no! No, I'm putting ideas into your head too. No, I just like how. Wait, so how far are we from Annihilation, or your path to Annihilation? I guess.
I'm not sure. Just close.
How will you know when we're there?
I'll just know. And right about then is when you guys get back to the camp. And he says, Rowan, can you do me a favor?
Sure.
Could you not mention any of this to the others? Like, you can tell them about the Feywild portal and whatnot, but not about what I've been through.
Well, did you not notice Thorn sitting here on my shoulder this entire time?
I noticed him.
Yeah, Vanya can see through that and hear through him.
But Vanya can't read lips.
Wait, what?
Control silence, motherfucker.
Wait. Oh wow. Rip. There goes that plan, Gale.
Damage defiance.
Ooh. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, sure, no problem.
Thank you. And he shadow steps into a tree and sits down.
Just picturing Vanya's like, their lips are moving, but I can't hear anything.
Yeah, Vanya's just been given like the play-by-play, but she can't actually hear anything. It's like, I don't know what they're talking about.
It's just like, it's fine. Nothing's wrong. We're just walking back.
After a while, you just gave up trying to read their lips.
And he's like, does that mean I can go to bed?
Listening.
Can I go to sleep now?
Already asleep still.
Yeah, she's just like stroll back to the bubble.
I mean, she's like, wake me up in like 15 minutes, I guess, for my watch. God damn it.
Long rest.
Yeah.
It's more like an hour, but yeah.
Save me. Just go stroll back in the bubble.
So what'd you find?
Oh, it's a portal to a place called the Feywild.
And when he shoots back up.
Oh, she's like, well, careful, you'll get that head rush.
Oh, I'm dizzy.
It's like, oh, portal, Feywild.
I don't know. Kato was there. He explained it to me. It's just like a pool of water, and it was trying to like pull me in. It was really strange.
Would I have heard of anything like that in my studies?
Nope.
Nothing about player portals to other fucking dimensions through what was it, a lake? You said?
A
Just
small
like
pool.
a shiny puddle.
Glowing puddle.
But
Has
yeah,
Amity read anything about the Feywild in her study?
Make a Arcana check.
Will
I'm
do.
gonna say Zaris probably wouldn't know. So
Yeah.
not even gonna
Yeah.
roll a random to see if I know.
Okay. So Amity, you obviously recognize the name of the Feywild. You know that that's where Fey creatures come from, like fairies and driders. Well, not driders, dryads. Jesus, wrong D. Yeah, dryads.
there's
Nature
also the
spirits,
wash.
that kind of thing. Yeah. I'd say you know that it's a border world, meaning that it kind of mimics the material plane, and because of that, there are several places where the veil is thinner, where people could pass through. Some of these are portals, like what Rowan is describing, and some of them are something called Fey crossings, where the person doesn't even realize they're walking through it until after they've passed into the other plane. It could just be something as innocuous as moving between two trees.
Yee.
That's not reassuring.
Yeah, she would tell everybody that. Like, so be really careful, I guess.
As,
We're
as
going that
someone
way.
who as someone who lives in forests, the idea of accidentally walking into another plane is kind of unnerving.
I mean, I think it's unnerving for anyone, even if they don't live in forests.
Norman, we can go back to sleep now.
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be real nice. I'm gonna do that. Just no more exploring until we're all together, please.
All right.
All right. So with that, the people that were sleeping go back to sleep. Rowan starts her trance, and an hour later is when Zaris and Zephyr wake up Vanya and Amity for their watch.
Sweet.
Great. You're awake again.
Yeah, I love being awake for longer than I need to.
Yeah, that was weird. I didn't like it.
They were gone for a while.
Yeah.
What did you see?
I don't know. It's like Rowan said, there was a lake and Kato was standing there, and then they started walking back.
Huh. I don't know if we should try going to that lake.
No, I
I
think we should.
I mean that just different planes and stuff aren't really. It's not really what I am expecting to do, and I don't like change very much, and it just it feels scary.
Yeah, I don't exactly have a lot of experience with anything Fae. It's not exactly where I've focused my life.
No, me either. I mean, I've studied a bit of it, but only because I had to.
I think we have enough troubles going on this plane.
Yeah, I don't really need to worry about other things going on. I think we have enough on our plate already.
I agree.
So, how have you been faring, keeping us where we're going?
Oh, it's fine. The struggle's a little weird sometimes still, but I mean, the mark that little compass thing that Ramona has helped.
Yeah, I still the magic of that just I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that I'm unsure about and I never learned, and I don't like it.
Yeah, I mean, I use magic, but I don't exactly understand magic. And
It's a very interesting concept.
some of my magic is naturey and not terrible, and some of my magic feels kind of terrible.
It feels terrible.
I mean, my magic doesn't exactly come from any sort of rigorous study.
I mean, some people are born with magic that don't they don't need to study.
I wasn't really born with it either. It was sort of forced.
You're forced to know magic? She looks very confused.
It's complicated. Um, I, I mean, we've talked about the fact that I used to be in a cult, and there were expectations and requirements of me, and some of those involved agreeing to things. At the time, I thought that my obedience would keep people I cared about safe. And then it became less about that and more about power. I liked the power at the time.
I'm sure.
I feel differently about it now. Sometimes the cost of power is too much.
The draw of it is very tempting, though.
It is.
What? You said keeping people safe. I mean, did you have anyone that you wanted to keep safe more than anyone else?
My mother and my sister.
Oh.
I was led to believe that if I listened, if I behaved, they wouldn't go back with them.
That makes sense.
But then after a while, I guess I just kind of forgot why I agreed to do this in the first place. Well, not agreed. I was taken, and then I stayed because I didn't want them to end up like me.
Mm.
But I mean, if something really has been happening to the world, they're probably dead now, and it really doesn't matter what I did and didn't do.
I wonder if anyone did survive what they're doing, what civilizations.
Yeah. I wonder the same
I
thing.
mean, I think my parents have been dead for longer, but I don't know. Guess I'll never really find out.
Yeah, I guess we have to survive whatever's going on to find out who else might have survived.
Yeah, I mean, is I just thinking about how to get there is a little daunting. I don't know if I fully trust the compass or whatever else we've come across thus far. I don't trust any of it.
It's not a good thing that we keep seeing and fighting the things that we're seeing and fighting. Those odd constructs, all of these fiends. It's it's not normal. Something's wrong.
I would say so. Ugh, it's just it's just tiring. I mean, it's fascinating. Don't get me wrong. I'm not the type that was built for walking miles. That may surprise you. I know. I'm very strong.
I think we're all doing well enough. We're at least holding it together.
That's true, I suppose. I can get grumpy when I'm tired.
Oh yeah. Same.
But I mean, I guess I'm happier to be here and alive still than the alternative.
Yeah. I mean, it's. I didn't really know what I was doing with my life, and I guess something to do with it sort of fell into my lap.
Yeah, I I didn't really know what I was gonna make of mine either. I mean, I was just trying to get by, a graduate student, just trying to get by, and then this happened. So I guess it's better now. I don't know.
It's different. I'd say that much at least.
Different is a good word. And we're all kind of forced to care about each other out here, so that's new.
Yeah. I mean, it's been nice meeting
Yeah,
new people and feeling like they might care a little bit. Well, I think Rowan might care a lot, but
Rowan feels like my mom.
yeah,
I guess reminds me of her.
yeah, I suppose in some ways she does.
I mean, she's old enough to be my mom.
That's true. Same here.
Mentally, not so much.
I mean, I think really all elves are old enough to be my mom, or more.
Yeah, it gets confusing with elves. I don't really understand too much about it.
I've done some studying, but not very much. I wasn't the sociology. I was more just straight book nerd, so you know.
Yeah, I mean, my father was an elf, but I don't really have any memories of him. My mother's the one that taught me how to speak his language, just in case. Was her choice of words.
Well, that was smart of her. I hadn't seen my parents since I moved for school, and then I came back and they were missing. So it's been a while.
Yeah, I saw my mother once after I left. And I think things were just too different. I was too different. It had been 15, 16 years, but I think too much had changed.
Oh,
The memories were still fresh.
yeah.
I just didn't feel like I belonged, so I left again.
That would make sense.
And then I got arrested, and now I'm here. So
Funny how that happened. Do you
like
ever
I
still
said,
wonder? Do you ever
Hmm?
still wonder the real reason that we got arrested? If they were telling us the truth, or
a little bit. I don't know if they knew something. I don't know if. I mean, it's odd that an entire world was destroyed and our boat was fine. I find that very odd. But
yeah,
in some places, my crimes are very real. And that's
yeah,
why I'm not exactly suspicious of my arrest. It also could have just been a convenient truth for them.
yeah. I mean, I guess it's kind of silly wondering about why now when we have so much else happening that's way more important. I do a lot of thinking when I'm quiet, which is most of the time.
I think that sometimes we wonder about things to prevent us from dwelling on things we don't really want to dwell on. Does that make sense? We think about the other things instead of
Yeah,
the small
I
things instead of
guess
the big things.
that makes sense. I didn't really look at it that way before. So thanks.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not exactly a big thinker on anything, but I'm glad I could help.
I mainly just think about, how to make spells work. That's pretty much what I think about. So I'm not really too keen on the whole life wisdoms thing.
Yeah, I've really just been focused on making sure that we don't get lost in this forest
That's fair.
and that we don't run into any more giant constructs that seem to be consuming trees.
I think you're doing a wonderful job.
Thanks.
I would be so lost.
You, you get the feel of it after a while. I've been running around the woods since I was a kid.
Yeah, I tend to forget which side of me is the left and which side is the right sometimes. You know,
Have you considered writing a little L and a little R on your shoes, just so you can look
no,
down and then
that
know?
that seems not what something I would like to do.
You could build it into a design, and then nobody would know but you. Or you could only put a design on the left shoe, and then you just have to remember that it was your left shoe that has the design on it.
Mm, I mean, no. I'll just get you to do it for me.
Okay. Just keep following. I'll do my best.
Yeah. I have complete.
Thanks.
At this point, I don't really have a lot of faith in like the gods or anything, but you.
Oh yeah, no, definitely not them. I don't know
All
what
right.
to say.
Yeah.
We should probably roll perception now, though.
Probably a good idea. All right. So, your watch goes off with no problems. Rowan,
Yep.
as you are trancing,
Yeah.
it's very rare for your people to dream. Oftentimes, those who do dream are weeded out and taken care of, which might have led to why you left the drow when you were very young. Tonight, you have a dream.
Okay.
You, as you're sitting there trancing, just kind of reflecting on your day, you hear what sounds like a clicking sound.
Okay. That's not clicking. What the fuck?
Sure, your judgmental aunt is disapproving of you.
My child,
I'm so out of here. Fuck this.
I hear your plight. Oh, it has been a long time since I've looked on you. It's so nice to see you again. And it warms this old heart to see you returning home. And at the moment that I needed you most, I'd say it was fate, but I know better than to place my tidings and good things. No, this is something else. Come, my child. Come to where your memories lead you. And you will finally have a home once again. And then you just kind of snap awake, startling Amity and Vanya.
Ah! Are you okay?
Yeah, is everything alright?
Yeah. Fine. Sorry.
I mean, did you have a bad dream?
And I think like a bug like crawled in my ear when I was sitting there, and I'm okay. It's just weird.
Oh,
We're good.
oh.
Oh, okay.
Marmalade will eat them for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Can I try to insight check her?
Sure.
That's the worst lie I could come up with on the spot. A bug went in my ear. Oh my god.
And he's like, okay.
Ah!
Yeah, she's clearly hiding something.
Alright. Well, I hope you can finish your rest or meditation. I'm still not 100% sure what that is.
Both, I guess, kind of
I hope the bugs stay out of your ear.
like active sleeping, I think. She's gonna
Emily.
like turn around so that she's like facing outside the bubble where no one can see her, and she ain't going back to sleep.
Amity, you would also know that bugs can't enter the hut without you letting them.
Oh, right. You forgot in the moment. You're like, wait a second.
And it's like, sure.
Wait, but the bug was already in here when we made the bubble, I swear.
It's not exactly how it works.
Yes, it is. Shut up.
And then Amity's like, wait a second. Bugs aren't allowed in here.
Rose's just facing the other way, and she's just like pretending to be trancing again. She ate.
Wait just a gosh darn second.
She's gonna lean over and whisper, "Do you think we should ask her about it? Or should we just leave it for now?"
I mean, if it's something important, I feel like we should know about it. I mean, if we all keep all of the stuff that we want to keep private, we're not ever gonna have anything to talk about.
And we're just like, this is time for team
God
building.
damn it, Ramona, look what you've done.
Is this one of your Ramona's team building ideas?
Yeah. Sure, let's go with that. Rowan!
Rowan,
Rowan!
wait, no, Amity,
She's
Amity,
ignoring them.
Rowan!
Amity, wait. Okay, we should go over there and sit next to her, and then whisper.
Okay.
I'll walk over, and I sit next to Rowan.
I like how the only one who has any
Oh,
idea
oh.
of what this could be is Zaris, and he's asleep.
She has her eyes closed, so she's pretending to be in trance.
Marmalade's gonna lick her ear.
She's not gonna move, and he has every ounce of willpower she's got, and she is just unmoving.
Like, you're trying to put Zephyr to shame at how
Like,
still you can be.
I trained for how many years as a monk?
We're just like, Rowan. Hey. Psst.
No.
Rowan, bugs can't get in here, Rowan.
Ever so slightly when you say that, all you see is just the very tip of one of her ears is kind of like twitch. It's just like.
And he's like, why would I let bugs in? I get to decide. I hate bugs.
With her eyes closed, she's just like, I don't know, so normally eat them.
They take care of that during the day.
What do you want?
You know, if you want to talk, we can whisper so that Buffy doesn't hear us.
I don't want to talk about it. It's fine.
Are you sure?
Yes, it's fine.
Are you
I mean, I got a
really
15 perception.
It's a 10-foot bubble and we're in the far side.
I guess we'll just have to sit next to you until morning.
Not helping your case, Sonya.
Okay, have fun.
If you want to talk. Keep it a secret.
I don't want to talk about it.
And she'll give her shoulder a squeeze and then walk back to wherever she was taking watch.
I'll just make like a pouty face and follow.
Do you make the sound effect and like the active like harumph?
Like,
You should have just like sat right like on her.
Flicker with your tail as you walk by.
yeah, I'm totally doing that. Totally like putting my tail on top of her head and like messing with her nose a little and then leave.
Just like waving her hand in front of her face, like get this out of here.
We'll just keep an eye on her.
You
All
can't
right.
see it, but she's
Oh.
silent crying.
Rowan, as you move that out of your face, you look down and see a bunny staring up at you.
God damn
How the fuck did...
it. I poke it. Is it an illusion?
Yep, pokes right through it.
Yeah.
Ha! No, Matt.
God damn it, Josh.
No, man. It's like, here, have this fake emotional support bunny.
Emotional support bunny that you can't feel or pet or anything.
Yeah, you can't do anything with it. Just kind of
But
look
look
at
at
it.
It just kind of looks nice.
It's a visual support bunny.
Marmalade's totally gonna chase the bunny around. just like run through it.
He's
It
just like,
moves. It moves like one of those like cutout bunnies at the dog races.
Perfect.
I'll leave Thorn curled up next to Rowan.
A real support animal.
Rowan will be picking up Thorn and holding him. Cuddle
right.
dragon.
There we go. Emotional support dragon.
Yeah, there you go. With that, morning comes. Everybody gets their long rest. And I think this is a good point to take a bit of a break ourselves. Everybody try to be back at, well, I guess it would be midnight Central Time. So, like,
Or
10
1
minutes,
Eastern.
folks. That's how time also works in minutes. 10 minutes.
Mhm.
Sounds good.
well, I mean, technically it's 9 minutes now. but
All right,
whatever.
well, you know what? Listen.
You're wasting precious time.
Just for those of you who aren't, just for the guys, I guess, enjoy this.
Jeez. Oh my god.
Just enjoy that. That was. This was the moment Mike started fucking talking.
Fucking hell.
We basically all freaked the fuck out.
Yeah, I see that. Just like a lot of stuff happening in like roughly 2 minutes.
Out of hell.
Ask her for love advice.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Listen. I think we did our
Oh,
that we can
not
be
one.
stupid and not bother anybody else with it.
And on
You
that
do
note,
not
I'm going to
want-
send the stream to break.
Yeah, there you go.
And we are back.
All right, so it is the next morning. A long rest has been had. Conversations happened, as well as certain other events. And what would the party like to do?
Head west.
You're gonna start walking west again?
Westward.
Going down that long and lonesome road.
Before we go anywhere, I want to grab 8 arrows out of the bag of holding.
Oh, that's
That-
me.
I am full up on arrows.
It me.
Oh no,
All right.
math.
17.
Thank you.
I got you.
All right. Kato says, Ramona, if you don't mind, can you light up that compass again?
Yeah. I'll do the thing.
All right. As the compass lights up, you see that it seems to be pointing much more southwest now.
That way.
We're gonna go southwest.
All right. Party is moving southwest. Okay. So, Vanya, are you tracking again?
I always am.
All right.
Do you want
Go ahead and
guidance?
roll with advantage, seeing how the first hour will have Ramona's compass to light the way.
Would you like guidance?
Sure, why not?
She doesn't even need inspiration. You got this.
60.
All right. And then, Zephyr, you can roll a perception check for the thing you're looking for.
All right.
Anybody else? Anything as the party travels?
Just looking for anything bad coming towards us or anything suspicious out in the woods.
All right. That would also be a perception check.
I'll look for more. What's it called? Hold on. Oh, nomad thingy things.
That would also be perception.
Rowan is paying attention to just about absolutely nothing, not even her own feet.
Just eyeing Kato from behind.
No, not even.
Checking
He's
him
just
out?
like
No,
literally.
she's
Everywhere
probably
else,
thinking about
yeah.
more recent developments.
Oh yeah.
Muy traumatized. Very traumatized. She's literally none.
I like the picture, like, she's just walking, and then every once in a while, like, Amity just needs to, like, pull her back onto the right path.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Where are
correct
you going?
course.
Come back.
Yeah, I'm like, you gotta go this way.
Like, yep.
I doubt I'm gonna find the thing I'm looking for, but no sense in trying.
You do not notice anything, Zephyr.
Alright.
All right. So you guys traveled the better part of the morning, and then I need another roll for the afternoon.
Oof.
I hit double digits, so
That's true.
I'm still gonna give you guidance.
yeah, we're moving up in the world. Big old 12.
The same things in the second half of the day.
Yeah. Boop. Nope. Same number. Okay.
All right. As you guys are traveling, you notice that out of nowhere, Zephyr just thorn whips a tree.
What you doing there?
Nothing.
No, there's not a stash in that tree.
Doesn't look like nothing.
Just thorn whipping tree for no reason.
Thought you liked trees.
I do.
Why are you attacking it?
Curious.
That's not nice.
It's just a tree.
You know, some of these trees come to life.
I wouldn't piss them off.
I step away from the nearest tree.
I step away from whatever tree he's thorn with.
So you're just curious about what would happen if the tree was alive?
Go over.
Or I don't know why else someone would just try to hurt a tree for no reason, but you know.
Just gonna keep walking.
Okay, cool talking to you too.
We can all agree that was super weird, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just as long as I'm not the only one thinking that.
Nope. But
No.
then kind of rude ignoring also. But meh.
Zephyr, as you go walking forward, trying to put this kind of strange event behind you,
Mm-hmm.
now that you've caught the attention of the party,
Mm-hmm.
as you're kind of moving away, as you are passing by Kato, he just stops you, says, "Hold on." And then he turns out to the forest and he speaks out in Elvish. "It's rude to spy on people."
What?
Yeah, for those who don't speak Elvish, he just speaks gibberish out into the forest.
They were just like, what's happening?
Fine?
Looks out into the woods in the direction that he was talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just gonna try and read motive here.
Read motive? What game are we playing?
I'm just like, I want to get the sense of why the fuck is he doing this?
Well, before you can take a look at Kato and try and insight him,
Mm-hmm.
there is a rustling and from a bit of foliage on a branch of a nearby tree, you see an elf stand up out of the bush with his bow drawn on the party. And he says in Elvish, "You are trespassing on our land. Leave now while your lives are still yours."
Amity just holds her hands up. She
Just
doesn't
like-
understand anything that's happening, obviously.
Just like muttering to myself, like, technically these lands belong to no one. It's just me.
Elbow Zephyr real hard.
Rowan has subtly placed herself between Strange Man and Vanya.
I mean, technically these are the wild mother's lands. Sure,
Zephyr,
whatever you say.
don't know how many of them there are.
Cato speaks out again in Elvish. "We apologize for the trespass. We will go on our way." And he starts nudging Zephyr, because Zephyr's the closest one to him, to start going back the way the party came.
Walking in that direction.
Yeah.
Yup, time to follow.
As much as I don't like it, head in that direction.
What does this elf look like?
This elf is seems to be wearing pretty intricate looking armor. Not fancy, but well made. Hard to tell what material it's made of. It has kind of like a vine-like pattern to it. So it could be wood armor, it could be leather that has been etched to look like it's made out of more natural materials. Hard to tell. But
One could say he might be an elf of the woods.
he does seem to have a bit of authority behind his speech. You get the sense that this isn't just some random elf scout. This is someone who is used to having their orders followed.
Rowan will just say to him, sorry for the disturbance. In Elvish. And back up without turning around.
Vanya keeps her head down and moves as quickly as possible.
Yeah, Amity follows everyone else's.
Yeah.
All right. Then you all back up a ways. At one moment, like you kind of like shift like your sight to see if there's like if you can check to see like if there's any more of these elves sitting in the trees. And when you look back at the elf that Kato was talking to, he's gone. And you guys go walking back eastward for about an hour before Kato says that this should be a good point to stop and chat.
Was that one of the elves from the place that we should not be going? Or at least not us, pointing at Vanya and herself.
I believe it is. Honestly, from what I've heard, I'm surprised they didn't shoot you on sight. So,
So am I, from what the other ones told
Surprised
us.
they even gave us a chance to walk before shooting us.
I mean, I can fix that problem. But how do we fix the whole like trespassing?
This is most of the same group of people and suddenly
Oh,
different people.
Kayla, you
Kayla's
broke up
mic.
pretty bad there.
Ah! Kayla, your microphone.
Let me disconnect and reconnect.
Yeah. No, you sound like you're underwater.
oh my.
It's always one of us.
Hey, at least it's not Mike this time.
Yeah. Surprising.
Surprisingly, yeah.
Quinoa.
Now if you're talking, we just can't hear you. At all.
Give her a couple seconds.
Oh man.
Yeah, it might just be Discord connecting.
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello?
That's
Say
better.
one long sentence.
I don't know why my headset keeps doing this. It's really frustrating.
Better
It's
than
better.
it was.
You're using a headset?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I mean, you know, like a normal headset. The same one I've always used.
Yeah.
So what are we going to do about the trespassing problem?
Could we go super like wide around?
I think that's probably the best course of action. Head straight south, and then after traveling for a ways, head west.
Mm-hmm.
As we were walking, did we see any, like, marks that might distinguish where territory started and ended?
Make a perception check.
Pretty sure they would just consider all of these lands theirs, but that's just me, considering that's just how some people are.
Okay, Pocahontas.
You wouldn't have noticed anything.
Okay.
All right. Um,
Well, I guess we start walking and hope for the best.
I mean, I can. Do you want me to cast on all of us to make sure we at least like look different? And at least you two, but I can get any number of creatures within range.
Basically, the entire.
It might be helpful just until we have a better idea of what they consider their territory.
I can make all of us super boring humans.
Hey,
Sorry, no offense.
Just would be interesting to see.
Okay. Us but humans? Anyone have any changes?
you do what you want.
Okay. I'm gonna cast it now.
all right.
How long does
great.
this last, by the way?
8
Yeah.
hours.
8 hours.
Oh, Jesus, that's actually quite a long time.
Yep. So as you cast your spell, everybody that was not a human now looks human.
Okay, I'm now suddenly just picturing Zephyr.'s just like a tanned, bald human with like red eyes, tattoos instead of roots.
There
Yeah,
you go.
kinda. Yeah, very kind of average looking. There's not really much to go on.
I was a human already.
Right, so you're
You're
not
ahead of the
changed at all.
game.
Yeah.
You're just
Same
more
thing with
human.
What?
You just look more,
More
human.
human? Oh god, no, the racism.
So, South
Amity's hair
West.
that's usually like. I mean, it's like weirdly staying in place since her horns still are there, Ted.
Just looks like you're got like a 80s hairstyle with a lot of hairspray.
It's my secret.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Maybe it's Ethan Horns, maybe it's Maybelline.
Yes.
Well, we should get going. I'm going to circle around and make sure that they're not following us.
Although it's safe to assume they probably are following us.
Is that why you thorn whipped a random tree?
Again, incredibly curious. Just gonna leave it at that.
That's
Still not a very
not
good
an answer.
I don't like that.
Me neither.
Maybe you should tell us.
You know, guys.
Maybe you should just
we're
learn to
trying
trust
be-
me.
What's your favorite color?
Definitely not there yet.
I don't trust people.
I think you should have this conversation as you start making your way south.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, they start leading us south.
So the tree.
All right. So, the party starts making its way south. And you walk for a few hours before... Well, actually, no. You would keep walking until it starts to get around time to start setting up camp.
Did Kato show back up?
He did not.
Oh, that's a pretty good sign.
Mm.
Probably a good time to just make camp then.
Yeah, he always seems to know how to find us anyway.
And suddenly Nomad is nowhere to be seen.
No, he's there.
No,
Like a cat. Like a cat, you have no idea where he is until he speaks.
No, my do you know anything? Oh, so we haven't lived already. Or how they might mark their territory.
Those elves? No. They like to keep to themselves.
Yeah, I got that. So camp.
Can't watch us then?
Same orders before.
Or are we gonna change it up again?
We could change it up, right? Thing.
Yeah. I can be on first this time.
I think I'll just stick to my normal routine.
I can go on second.
So that means I'll go first with Amity.
Okay.
Oh god, we all know how well that went last time.
You look fine.
It went fine.
We're in a bubble. I don't get why everybody's so panicked.
I
Very
mean,
Everyone is
capable.
like, I'm just gonna stay the same. So
And why do you say we all know how it went? I was asleep.
oh right, I was the only one who was awake when Knowles
Yeah.
attacked.
We are very capable ourselves. Thank you very much.
Should give this group a little bit more credit. We're actually better than we seem to be most of the time.
yeah. Plus,
Or at
you're
least-
the one keeping secrets from the group.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm just throwing open a tree for no reason over here.
All right, so who's
I am-
taking first watch?
Hammy
Amity
and
and
Ramona.
Squishy
All
squad.
right.
The way you said that was amazing.
Then the two of you make perception checks.
It's ironic because he has literally nothing else to tell you guys. In terms of secrets, he's an open book to you guys.
Still don't trust him.
I'm gonna paint a face on the back of his head.
You do that, and he will.
Yes.
I'm petty and I'm mad at you.
I don't know with that 11, would you even notice?
Probably
I'm pretty
not.
sure he would notice Roberta walking up to him and then
Behind
behind
you?
him.
Make that stealth check, Ramona. Ramona, make that stealth check. Do it. Do it.
Do
Okay, I'm
it.
gonna try.
Stop paint.
More like a sleight of hand, I think.
Stop paint. Oh.
Amity, I'm gonna paint a face on the back of his head.
That's a
You just
great
fucking
idea.
say it like out loud.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
There's just a flash of anger behind the eyes.
I can't
Which
see
they
it.
don't
I'm
see, they're
behind you.
behind
And the rest don't see it because we're asleep.
Mm.
What do you think?
I say do it.
Right. I do it. Paint, paint, paint.
It's a really
Alright.
good face. It
Ta-da.
looks really good.
Just go ahead and make me a straight dexterity check.
I have proficiency with painter's tools.
Yeah, I know, so you'll add
Okay.
4 to the total.
Cool, cool, cool. Ha.
So 16. No,
Mike's trying to figure out how to rule this.
oh, did you not hear me?
No,
Oh, no. We just heard
Gotcha. Yeah, I was asking what type of face are you painting on the back?
It's a stupid face. It's like. It's kind of like. You know. I didn't fully think. It's like a chibi ditto.
A chibi ditto?
Yes.
basically
Yeah,
just a
Full-line
ditto.
Okay.
Ditto.
So it's just a
big, but
little
super
blob
simple.
with a derpy face. All right.
No, wait, like, hold on. I know what I want, but I don't have my thing plugged in. I don't know how to explain it.
You can show us later. It's fine.
I will. It's fun. It's beautiful. It is like two big circular eyes with like a stupid squiggly mouth and like
Yeah.
two shines in each eye kind of thing.
Oh man.
Yes.
But pure, like just all in black, so it's like, yeah.
That is immediately
face
getting
on
washed
his-
off. Next wash.
Jeez.
Next wash.
All
That's
right.
all coming off.
That's
You
okay.
succeed in painting the face. You failed in being stealthy about it.
That's okay.
Amity's like, this is the greatest idea you've ever had.
Yeah,
Man,
Invade
watches are
someone's
so fun
personal-
with you, Amity.
yeah. Invading someone's personal space and then proceeding to violate their body.
This is a great way to learn about each other.
Any further conversation on your watch?
They're both petty.
I thought Rowan was a bad influence.
It was just like, this is what he gets for not telling us things that seem important.
And then being mean when we wanted to watch together.
Yeah. I think we're doing a great job.
I agree.
And look at me, I'm so laser focused on the outside world.
Yep. Super focused.
And then the Tarask.
Tarask.
But in all seriousness, that saving spell's kind of cool, or that spell you cast. There we go. It's kind of cool.
Oh, seeming, yeah. Yeah, I figured it out how to do it a little while ago. I can make you shorter, taller. I mean, not really. I can just make you seem that way.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah. I can give you horns. I can give you no horns. I can give you pointy. Pretty much make it whatever you want to look like.
And you went to school for your magic?
Yep. I didn't know any magic before I went to school. Well, I mean, not really. I knew some just from being a tiefling, you know.
Ooh,
I haven't actually used that yet. My one I was born with. There's
that's
not
pretty
really a lot of
cool,
use for
though.
it. I mean, you were born with magic. I can't even fathom.
But I don't know anything.
I mean, what do you mean you don't know anything?
It just kind of happened. I just got these runes on my body. And it was
Yeah,
magic.
It's still super cool.
I don't know.
I would much rather be born with magic than had to have learned it.
Grass is always greener on the other side.
The other
Is
side
that a
of what?
saying?
I think so.
Huh. The other side of what?
I like how Nomad chimes in. Y'all just ignored him.
What did you say, Nomad?
Wait, what? He's in a tree. It's hard to hear.
He said the same as the other side of what?
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I
what?
don't know. That's all I learned. See, I know nothing.
That's not true. You be nice to yourself.
Sorry.
I know, you could end up being an expert on windmills.
Windmills? What?
Aren't you sleeping?
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't know any magic if my parents didn't ship me off to school.
We shipped you off. That makes it sound even worse.
I mean, it's not, you know, it's just, it's not anything big. It's fine. They were wealthy enough for me to go to school, so I went.
Did you want to go?
I mean, I think so. It was a long time ago.
Are you happy you went?
I mean, I guess I got back and my parents were gone though. So.
Oh.
Yeah, they kind of just disappeared. The town didn't know what happened to them.
Did they investigate or anything? Well, I guess this was what the world is. You know,
I mean, they just kind of assume that they just kind of assume the worst because you know people disappear, they don't come back. You're like, ooh.
I'm sorry, Amity.
No, I mean, it's fine. I've gotten by without them for a long.
Still,
And I wasn't completely lonely. I had people, or I had a person.
Oh.
No, not that kind of person.
Oh.
I've only had that kind of person one time, and it did not end in a good way.
That's not good. Don't tell Rowan that.
I think I already did.
Oh. Oh well. Oh, okay. So I told Rowan that she should talk to him. But I don't know if she's gonna do it.
Yeah, I don't have enough experience to give that kind of advice.
Yep.
Do you have that kind of experience?
Um.
Now her eyes get wider. She's like, "Oh, you do."
No.
You get an insight check.
That was
there?
the least convincing no I think I've ever heard in my life.
No.
Ramona, spill the tea.
Everyone's probably dead.
No one says that.
Yes, thank you.
No one says
I knew
spill
that
tea.
already. That doesn't mean anything.
Oof. Well, anyway,
What do you mean anyway?
this has been some good team bonding, and we need to get the others to do the same. So I still think we should try our question game, and we should probably watch so that Zephyr is not right. Okay, cool. And then I'll watch it.
I don't know, Ramona. It sounds like you're trying to get everybody to spill the beans when you won't.
Oh.
Nobody asked you.
Oh
He
man,
has a
Nomad cutting deep.
point. He has a point. She's like doing like spooky fingers.
No, I'm getting all Dr. Phil up in here.
You can tell me later.
Okay,
Okay.
when there's not Zephyr.
Yeah.
There's always that free.
When we've learned how to deal with Zephyr.
Well, it's
No
good to know.
eavesdropping.
Oh, it's good
Personal
to know there's
business
no
between
plan to like.
two girls that are talking about their love.
That doesn't sound ominous at all, Tori.
Hi.
Which one?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh gosh.
Fucking gosh. R.I.P.
Why?
any headphone users.
Oh god. All right. Well, is that your watch?
Yes.
All right. Nothing happens on your watch.
Sweet.
Because we're good at watching.
Who is
Yeah.
second watch?
I'm on
Zephyr.
second watch.
I'm on third, but I'm on the end half of this one.
Right. So it's Vanya and who? Zephyr?
Yeah, I'm not changing up anything.
I'm the one that
Gotcha.
gets shoved around.
Ooh. Oh, that's
I mean,
terrible.
You're the one that suggested we switch it up.
Yeah,
I was just asking if you wanted to. That's
Zephyr, you're real busy cleaning up the back of your head that you are just not paying attention.
Vanya's not even bothering to hide her smirk.
The back of your head is ridiculous.
Yeah, just watch him scrub the paint off.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah.
There's no conversation. No concerns that want to be voiced.
Oh, I have-
Nomad gets out of the tree and sits by Vanya. Just like, I'm supposed to ask you as part of a, and he gives quotes, team building exercise.
Yes. Oh, I love him. I'm so happy.
Basically, Ramona wants to know about everybody's love lives. So, have you ever been in love?
Oof. Well,
Oofers, wow. Wow.
I take back my
Nomad,
previous statement.
jeez, buddy.
Man, Nomad's got no subtlety.
Nomad's got no
So
chill.
much.
Nomad, no chill.
She just stares at him for a moment and she's like, I mean, she and I kind of already talked about it a little bit, but maybe I didn't get enough time to really figure it out.
Okay.
There was a boy and he was nice, and then I left and I was probably dead. That seems to be the way the world is working right now.
Wait, you left and then he's probably what?
Dead.
Probably dead.
Oh, okay. So
Because
it
we're
was
all
me.
operating under the assumption that everybody else is
Everybody we love is dead.
Got it.
Cicada was just in the back, like, wait, what?
No, that was
No.
Mike not hearing.
Nomad just gives her a light pat on the shoulder, just like,
That's rough,
I'm
buddy.
sorry for your loss.
I mean, I don't think there was really anything to lose, but thank you.
Well, I
just
mean,
leave, so
guess you never know.
I try not
I
to think
mean,
too much. If I hadn't left, I wouldn't be here, and I'd be dead myself. So
from what
where I'm supposed to be.
Nomad said, clearly everything's gonna be fine.
I'll
Yeah,
believe
I like to think
fine
so.
when I see it.
Also, it's good to know that there's still distrust among the group.
Distrust? Or
What kind of distrust?
He sort of just gestures to the construct that exists in front of her.
who don't you trust?
Seems like you don't trust us.
Oh, I trust you. I just think it's the reverse here. Because we've ran into two constructs that have the only intent of killing, destroying, and generally being bad for the surrounding nature.
Uh-huh, and we still let you walk free. I don't understand how that's distrust.
Berries, walk free. The prejudice, the persecution, the general idea that I have to be on eggshells around this party because if I do anything that possibly might help me learn about what the fuck I am, y'all are just gonna make it so I am no longer exist and be a sentient humanoid thing.
Is this about the paint on the back of your head? Because I'm under the impression that playing pranks usually means somebody likes you and enjoys your presence.
No, I think this is about the thorn whipping the tree thing.
Or is it about the that weird weapon that we didn't let you keep because we weren't sure if it would corrupt you because we were concerned about your safety?
Oh, it's mostly about the thorn whipping the tree thing. I try and...
Okay, well, you thorn whipped a tree out of nowhere and we were just curious. We were in hostile territory and we had no clue what was going on.
Yeah, plus you like trees. That's weird.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We asked
Forgive me
you out
for...
of concern than anything
Alright.
else.
Forgive me for trying to test a theory onto how the fuck my runes changed color when they don't normally do that.
Nah, man, it's cool. You just gotta willing to talk about it.
Yeah. If you would explain, you said curiosity, and that can mean a lot of things.
Yeah, it's not like anybody was like, "Oh, you thorn whipped a tree. Now we gotta kill you." Sorry.
Yeah. If you had said, I'm testing a theory about my runes, we would have been like, okay, or can we help? A couple of people over there that like to theorize about things. We're all on edge right now, Zephyr. That's the only reason we were concerned.
Okay. I'll try to be a bit more transparent. But if I
Okay.
sense
Good, because I have
the
a question for
least-
you.
Okay, fine. Fire away, considering you just cut me off. Dumb.
Have you ever been in love?
Bonnie doesn't find you hold it together.
Thinks for a minute. And he's like, that depends. That depends on a number of things.
All right. Well, assuming all of those things are true,
I mean, keep in mind, I may have lived with a hermit, but I still went to a neighboring town to, get supplies and food and generally observe. So I've had interactions with other humanoid beings.
and
That doesn't answer Nomad's question.
Let me just put it. Let me just say that there was one individual who did not judge me just because I was a construct. Who you could have intelligent conversation with, and philosophical conversation with, and have a interesting afternoon. Does that help you, Nomad?
I felt like it would have been a shorter answer just to say yes.
I'm still new to the whole emotion thing, alright? It's been 2 years, I'm still figuring some shit out, alright, man?
Hey, me too.
Yeah. Let's just put it this way, Zephyr. Figuring out emotions doesn't get easier with time. And if maybe this will help clear some. If people feel uncomfortable around you, it might be because they don't like the fact that they feel like they're always being listened to and watched. And I understand that you can't help that, but you also need to understand for some of us, constantly being watched and listened to, it's not a very comfortable feeling.
I get it.
That.
Noted.
I get it. I mean, keep in mind, there were still people who generally didn't like the idea of a construct going around from shop to shop picking things up.
Oh, I understand that.
I may have not been welcome there after a few years.
Well, Zephyr, you've been listening to our conversation, so you've heard me talk with Amity and Rowan. I didn't get out much before this. And to a lot of people in a lot of areas, I was very obviously what I was. I know what it's like to be looked at and be judged. And I try not to do the same with others without good cause.
Because I find it's strange because I forget which one of you brought it up, but I just was doing some thinking, and one of y'all mentioned the real reason some of us were arrested. I know why I was, and I don't like it.
You think I like the fact that I was arrested because I used to be in a cult? One that I was forced to join? A forced servitude?
Mm-hmm.
You think that's something I'm... If I could remove that part of my life, I would, in a heartbeat.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I get it. You're not the only one that has baggage.
Yeah. It'd just be great to just not be either hated or or have people interested in taking you apart just to see what makes you tick. It's not great, and
No, it sucks.
I'm gonna be honest.
People are terrible. I'm not going to lie to you and say that everybody's nice. People are terrible. We are horrible.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But you can't let that paint how you view the rest of the world.
Believe me, those 8 hours of looking human were the best 8 hours for me.
I'm sure they were.
Alright, let's get the others up.
Is it already time?
Well, actually, this would be like the halfway point where Rowan would be woken up.
Yeah, I'll go nudge Rowan awake.
Mm-hmm.
You guys would notice too, when Rowan wakes up, Nomad does not question her at all.
Mm-hmm.
Does Nomad stay down here, or does he go back up?
Well, to be fair, I think he knows enough. To be fair, I think Nomad knows enough about her love life.
I didn't hear what the answer was. Did he stay on the ground, or did he go back to
He's
the ship?
staying.
Yeah, he stays down.
She just spins around and looks outside the bubble.
You might want to join the conversation, Rowan. It's a fascinating one about how people are judged by.
Yeah.
And how Zephyr is not the only one that has ever had to face that in his life.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds fun.
Might help, take your mind off of things.
What? Sorry?
Are you okay?
Yeah. Fine. Just watching.
You've just seemed a little distracted. That's all.
Well, I would like to not be murdered by elves, so,
Good point.
That, yeah.
Also, can we just agree to just quit calling me a construct? Like, I am sentient just because of wood and metal. Can we just stop using the whole addressing me as a construct, or not using my name and just saying construct? Can we just agree to not do that anymore?
I don't recall ever having done that.
Well, for those who have, can we just please either use Zephyr or call me him?
I feel like that's more degrading.
I think it doesn't happen from a sense of wanting to degrade you. I think it comes from a sense of not knowing another word to use. I've been referred to as half-elf for most of my life. I'm certain that Rowan has received all sorts of different names for what she is.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes people make mistakes. And when we don't have a proper word to use to fill it in, we continue making those mistakes until something is found.
I find it's nice to have unique identifiers.
Yeah, anything besides construct. Either just call me Zephyr, or that person, or that. I wouldn't even mind thing. Just anything besides construct. It just makes me feel like you're just stripping away the fact that I'm a sentient thing with thought.
I feel like if I try to continue to debate this, we're not going to get anywhere. I'm going back on watch. And she will walk away. and she's going to find as far away as she can get and keep on watch.
Yeah, unless anybody else has anything to say, just gonna keep watching and making sure my head is clean of any paint.
Vanya's going to think to herself that she could help with that. She is going to make a deliberate choice to not.
Nomad would get up and go and sit with Vanya. But doesn't say anything.
Okay. I don't want to. That's
You
fine.
you can talk to him, he just doesn't say anything upon sitting down.
Do you like living here?
Here as in forest, or here as in this time?
I forgot about the time. Like, both?
It's peaceful. I miss my friends, though.
Yeah. No, I like it here. It's, I mean, it's, I don't know if peaceful is exactly what I would describe it, but I like that it's open. It's enjoyable.
Well, I mean, despite the recent events, it's still better than other places that I've been to. Vasselheim is loud.
That's, no, if I'm going, that's fine. I have an odd feeling they're not going to like me there.
You'd be surprised. I find with Vasselheim, you just have to kind of find some place that you fit in. Actually, is a place there I think you'd do really well at. That has gone through a lot recently. Between... Well, I'll let you figure that out when you go there. If you ever go there.
Can I get a hint as to where this place is in Bethlehem so I would know where to look?
The center of town. Just listen for the bell.
I can do that. Thank you. She won't say anything else.
All right, then with nothing else, the second watch ends, and perception checks for those on third watch, which I believe are Rowan, Xeris, and is that it? Just Rowan and Xeris?
Should also be half a Zephyr.
Right.
Angry typing you got there, Kayla.
Yeah, that's a lot of typing going on.
Sorry, I turned off push to talk again because I kept forgetting to push.
All right, well, Rowan, Xeris, and Nomad. Any conversations?
As usual, Cyrus won't say anything unless asked something.
And Rowan ain't gonna say shit.
Nomad doesn't approach either of them. He just stays up in the tree.
Oh, so he's gone back up to the tree.
Yeah, after Vanya had went to bed, he goes back up in the tree.
All right, fair enough.
But he does keep more of an eye on Rowan.
Sure. Then, with that, in utter silence, the last watch goes off with no problems. You all wake up in the morning and start to get ready to go to leave. As you guys are getting ready, Rowan, you find a note in your bag.
Open up my note. What's my note say?
It says, Rowan, by the time you read this, I'll already be gone.
Ah!
Damn.
Ah!
Wow.
No!
I'm not done yet.
Not done yet.
After our talk the other night, it was clear that if I tried to say goodbye, that everybody was going to try and follow me. So I decided that when the chance presented itself, that I was going to leave. I want you to know that I can leave because I trust that you'll be able to take care of the others. You'll have Nomad with you for as long as he decides to stay. So that will help. Stay vigilant. Work together to survive. And hopefully, someday I'll see all of you again. Kato.
This is just tears.
Sad Rowan is sad. Just folds up her note and puts it back in her bag. Okay, where to?
The plan was south a little bit more and then start heading east. West?
Sound good. Yeah, I was like, east. The fuck? Where are we going? Now we're going.
Let's go back to the ocean.
You decided
Fuck
to
it,
go
we'll start all
terrible
over.
direction. Why did I play a ranger?
Yeah. Avoid the elf territory. Don't get killed, and keep heading west.
We need to find the elf. We need to find where their boundaries are first. Anybody can keep an eye out for any sort of markers, any sort of indication that we might have crossed over or might be crossing near. Just keep a lookout. I'm going to do my best.
All right. Then, Vanya, I would like a survival check from you.
You got this.
Oh shit.
I give you. Well, I'll still give you bardic inspiration. I closed my eyes and I said that and opened it, and it's there, but it's fine.
Might as well use it. It only lasts 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's a D6 right now.
Yes.
Nice,
Wow.
odd 25.
You guys know what's funnier than 24?
25! So, as you all start traveling due south, you start to notice that today, Vanya seems to move a bit more confidently, and with that, you actually make pretty good time. You walk
Sorry.
for the better part of the day, and just after noon, you crest over a hill in the forest, and you can see the trees start to thin out in front of you, and dominating your view to the south is a large mountain range.
I'll activate the rune thing, the arrow.
The arrow is pointing due west.
Through the mountains.
No, the mountains are to the south.
Okay, good.
Then should we start heading west? Just hope we're far enough south that we're out of the territory.
I guess.
I can cast Seeming on us again if we want.
That might be a good idea.
Okay. She does that.
Okay.
Then we start heading to west.
All right. So you head due west, and you travel. I'm assuming you all look like humans now. Once again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the group of humans make their way west, and just as the sun is starting to set, you see something shining near the base of the mountains to the west. And as you kind of look close, you can see what seems to be a large temple lying within a kind of crescent, like naturally forming crescent of the mountains as the mountains kind of swoop south before curving and heading back to the northwest.
Hmm.
Does
Too
the
far?
temple look like the first temple I saw in that dream thing?
It does.
Hooray!
From what you can tell, the large temple with the obelisk on top of it is lying in front of you.
So I went past that in the dream.
Yes, you went past it into the mountains.
Oh, sorry, I was
You don't
saying
know
that
where.
to the peeps.
So we've got a rune telling us to keep going west, and we got that thing to the south.
I mean, we don't really know anything about that thing. And now, granted, we don't really know anything about that rune either, but I trust it a lot more than I trust a strange temple in the middle of nowhere with an obelisk.
Oh, you don't trust something that Ramona saw in her dreams?
We didn't enter it in her dreams, did we?
I mean, I was kind of just flying and we flew past it. Like, beyond it.
Are we close enough to get any kind of idea of, like, who this might be a temple to?
At this distance, you can just barely make out like where the natural stone of the cliff face ends and the worked stone of the temple begins.
Not even if one of us used binoculars?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe with binoculars.
Rowan and I traded for the binoculars.
So who has the binoculars right now?
Mm-hmm.
Rowan.
I do.
Who has the highest perception, by the way?
Probably me after Nomad.
Well, it's also going to be the ability to identify what it is. It doesn't matter if you can see it if you don't recognize anything. But I have a sneaking suspicion that Rowan's religion is also high.
Is it?
Kinda. Doth I recognize?
Would you
Well,
like guidance
first-
just in case?
Yeah, before you can see if you recognize it, you have to see if you can see it in the first place, which will require a perception check at advantage with the binoculars.
Cool beans. Let's do this. Huh, oh god, my sheet's lagging. Okay, there we go. 13.
All right. As you kind of scan the temple face, you don't really notice any distinguishing marks. I will say, however, with that roll, you do notice that there are some people currently making their way into the temple.
There are people.
People.
Going in. Can I tell if they're elves?
You cannot.
Okay. I don't know what
Oh.
kind of people.
You can't make out the shape of the ear.
Nope. They're wearing hoods.
Oh.
Kato, is that you?
Oh no, she sees him in vision.
She's just seeing him and everything now.
Looks at a rock, looks at a tree. Like,
Like-
Kato!
He sees his face.
No, like they're wearing like religious robes that with the hoods up on the robes.
Okay, so do we need to go in this temple?
I don't know. Because we don't
Said you-
even know what this is.
Well, you see flew past it, so
Yeah, but isn't it like, I don't know, sometimes you're supposed to like, I don't
Supposed to what?
do stuff and like learn stuff and stuff with things like this. I don't know.
Do you want to turn this temple into a learning experience?
No, I don't actually want to go near the temple because I'm
Okay.
spooked. But
You can always turn on the compass again.
I do that. I was under the impression it was still on, but it's okay.
No.
I'll do it again.
No, you guys watch for a couple more hours, so it has since diminished.
Then I guess I'll spend a second sorcery point on this. Anyway.
All right. You spend another sorcery point on it, and the compass seems to be pointing directly at the temple.
I think we're supposed to go into the temple.
or at least go near
I
it.
have a feeling we're supposed to go to the temple.
Sounds great.
We should be on our guard.
We probably should also mention. Do you know that guy with the wings and the claws and the general human features?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you had.
I try not to think about him, but yes.
Should also mention the guy was headed or doing something regarding a volcano.
Well, we are on a mountain, right?
Yeah, probably should keep an eye out for any potential volcanoes.
This whole mountain might be a volcano.
Well, it's true. It is how
That-
much just tend to work.
That's not reassuring, Amity.
I mean, I'm not trying to be reassuring at the moment. I'm just being
Blunt.
blunt. That's the right word.
I, it's possible.
Maybe we're lucky and it's dormant.
Yeah, that's the good thing.
Maybe everything is from.
Yeah,
Maybe we should just go.
I
Yeah,
think that sounds good.
Carefully make our way towards the temple.
Let's go.
All right.
Do we want to be stealthy?
I feel like that wouldn't be a terrible idea.
All right. So, as the sun sets and the party starts stealthing their way towards the temple, that's where we're gonna end it tonight.
But I want to roll.
Gotta keep this natural 20s
Anytime I get
on hold.
to roll the 2 things that I have plus 13s in, it makes me happy. Okay, that's all.
Alrighty, and on that note, I will end the stream here. So thank you guys for watching.
Yeah, thank you, everyone.